The family of the shooter is in shock tonight. The gunman's brother, Eric Paddock, lives not far from here in Orlando, along with his mother and other family members. News Channel 8's Melissa Marino spoke with his brother, and she joins us now live outside of his home. And Melissa, they even spoke to Stephen Paddock, this accused shooter here, recently.
Yeah, that's right. He texted after Hurricane Irma to make sure that everyone was okay, including their 90-year-old mother. And I'm going to step out of the way so you can see the home here now surrounded by media. He has been in and out all day today, and when we spoke with him, he says he had no idea or indication that anything was wrong with his brother.
He texted me and said, "How's Mom?" I texted him back.
That was the last time Eric Paddock heard from his brother Stephen. Weeks later, he's accused of the unthinkable, the worst mass shooting on U.S. soil.
Our family's huddling together and trying to hope, we're trying to make sense of this.
There's absolutely no way I can even conceive that my brother would shoot a bunch of people he doesn't even know.
He tells us his brother was retired after a successful career in business, accounting, and real estate. He liked to gamble and could afford to.
And he liked to play video poker. He went on cruises. He sent his mother cookies. He did not own machine guns that I knew of in any way, shape, or form. He didn't own them when I moved him from Melbourne to Mesquite.
He says they didn't talk often, being so far away, but they still kept in touch. And in their conversations, he never thought anything was wrong. He also addressed rumors that his brother was affiliated with ISIS.
They're full of Steve had nothing to do with any political organization, religious organization, no white supremacist, nothing, as far as I know. I've only known him for 57 years.
Now they're left wondering why.
It's just like an asteroid fell out of the sky. There was nothing that would say he would do this kind of thing.
And as you can tell, the family just in shock that this happened. The brother also tells me that his brother had no criminal history and no mental illness in his past. So really, they're just trying to wrap their head around this tonight. Jen?
As is the rest of the country tonight. Melissa Marino live in Orlando for us. Thank you.